Big Brother's Bit on the Side, the only show on your telly box to go rooting through the dirty drawers of housemates and come up smelling like roses. Oh, it's time to meet our panel. First up is a man who doesn't actually work here, but has a habit of sneaking in our back door. Alert the lawyers, please. It's going to be another long night. It's Ian Lee. He's back. Next up is our resident psychologist, who's not Daft Funk. It's Dr. Funky. See what we did? You see what we did there? Her name is just full of puns. It's brilliant. Our next guest always puts on an epic performance, and so she should. It's performance coach Kate Marlowe. And completing our lineup tonight, she said of herself, bitches get places, and she will, but not until she's fulfilled her contractual obligation to be here this evening. It's Hazel! Looking absolutely fantastic again.
Oh,
she never disappoints. Now, there's been so much happening in the house this week, I don't know if I'm coming or going. In fact, the only way I can pull myself out of this funk is a quick recap. Who wants to join me? Yeah! Yeah, here's the week in exactly 80 seconds and no frames.
You're a disgusting little girl. Absolute fucking bollocks.
Ain't she a bitch? That woman took a rude pill.
I'm actually bored of your voice.
Got an issue with me, Sam. You're chatting absolute shit.
You're a dirty arse skank and I want nothing to do with you, so shush.
Oh, don't get all mental with me.
Nothing behind the eyes.
What? Stop being a baby!
It's like watching paint dry.
Family.
She's a sly housemate.
Oh.
It was absolutely disgusting the way she went after another girl's man.
Stupid little girl.
I want blood, I want sweat, and I want poo.
Charlie manipulates the house.
She must be doing something that we don't know about.
Not fucking impressed.
That is the way I am. Little bitch face. Bam. Friendship over.
Charlie, Dexter, Hazel, Jack and Joe, Sophie.
You are the best housemate ever.
Dear Sophie, I want to be just like you.
You're pulling my leg.
Oh, sweet Jesus, she's not on the Christmas card list.
Hazel, you have been evicted.
Whoa! Hey! Oh, yeah.
Wow, what a belter of a week in the big house. From friends and family nominating to the Queen Bee and the Worker Bee, going at it 10 to the dozen.
Yeah, now, before we all kick off with each other, let's discuss last night's events. Hazel, out of the house for 24 hours, how's it feel?
It feels pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I kind of had my time. My tolerance was just about up.
Those last 2-3 days in there were horrible to watch. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, I was getting bullied a bit. Yeah. No, I'm a big girl.
You're giving it out a little bit as well.
I'm a big girl. I can take it. Do you know what? I kind of took a little bit of joy in giving her a wind up because I felt she was a little bit nasty towards me.
Which one was what? Gina?
Yes, Gina.
Oh, come on, who do you think?
I don't think we need to say names anymore.
There was argy-bargy going every which way. But look, Dr. Funky, was it the right time for Hazel to go?
I think it was the right time, and I think Hazel probably knew that she was going, so she put on a great performance. I mean, not the performance of you and Gina, that was a little bit uncomfortable to watch, but I think you both gave as good as you get, and basically, I think you're quite similar in some aspects, in that you're both very strong. No, in that they're both very strong women, and they both want to have the last word, and obviously none of them wants to give up on that.
OK, then. Kate, Hazel did survive 8 whole weeks in the house. Oh, yeah. What did she do right?
Well, lots of things that Hazel did right. And I think there's a key difference here between Hazel and Gina, and that is that Hazel really works hard for a living, OK?
Yeah.
So Hazel's hard-working ethic, I think, really helped her survive in the house because she worked it. Also, Hazel is strong. She's intelligent, independent, and she doesn't mind opening her mouth and saying what she thinks and standing up for what she believes in. And I think Hazel's a very modern woman as well, because she doesn't have to play the nice little girl and be all this and that. She's a proper, strong feminist woman I like.
She's a strong feminist woman, you're right, and she is well fit as well. And I think...
Helps.
Feminists can be fitty and then...
Yeah, right. They shave under their armpits. This week, we saw friends and family nominations cause a hell of a split. Dr. Funky, what is it about this method of nomination that scares the housemates so much?
You think about it, friends and family know what the housemates don't know. They can see everything. I mean, this time around, the friends and family nomination caused a spark, which contributed to the Charlie fiasco with Gina and Hazel. And, you know, when we think about that particular nomination, I'm talking about Charlie's friend, did she nominate on behalf of Charlie, or was it her own personal experience? I mean, there's so many dimensions that you can think about the reason why she nominated, but it's interesting how from that nomination, Hazel, your whole reaction to Charlie changed, and I'm wondering what happened within you for that.
Yeah, do you know what? I just felt that throughout the whole 2 months, I'd been very loyal to Charlie, very good. I'd kind of backed her up all the way, supported her all the way. We'd endless hours of chats in the tree house, you know. I kind of felt like I'd stood by her through thick and thin, and then to turn around and see her best friend going, Hazel, rah, 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 Hazel, I kind of went, hang on a second, have you been watching? You know, it was a little bit of kind of, you know, imagine my mother had come on and gone, Charlie, you know, I'm sure she would have felt a little bit let down. Now, I know Charlie didn't nominate and it was her friend, but it just made me question at the time what was being said in the diary room that would make her friend.
We saw it, we viewed it right before I was very eyes, and it was very entertaining. Thank you. Now, Kate, did Charlie's Waterworks save her this week from eviction?
Yes, they did, because there's a thing in how people function and perform, and Charlie definitely has this one down to a fine tee, and that is that crying little girls are powerful. So they turn on the tears, and it freaks guys out. It freaks them, and I think a couple of them called her on the tears. I think Gina even called her on the tears, because Gina knows how to do this powerful little girl thing as well.
Right.
So the tears, the Waterworks definitely saved Charlie.
I think that was quite tactical.
No, it's just her pattern of behaviour. It's her way of controlling things and getting her own way. It's just very childlike, because Charlie does everything very childlike.
The whole house against her, though. It was so uncomfortable.
Everyone's had that. Lots of them have
timing.
had the whole house against them.
Yeah, I think everything came at once.
Charlie needed pulling up, though, because she's gone round to every single person in the whole house. And what do you think? And what do you think? And what do you think? You know?
We'll talk about this in a bit.
Gosh, well, not a Charlie fan.
I don't dislike her. I'm just saying what is, you know.
OK, well, I personally love Charlie.
Well, listen, it was all about your arguments with Gina this week, Hazel. Let's remind ourselves.
Oh, do you really think that you look that great? Do you think you're something special? Look at you.
When you wake up, Gina. Jeez, you want to have a look at yourself in the mirror? You want to piece that face back together?
You're definitely ugly inside and out, and I really don't like you.
Gina,
you're disgusting.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut up.
You shut the fuck up.
You're a disgusting little girl. Don't ever speak to me ever again.
Have you ever listened to yourself? You don't even know how to have an argument. I don't even know why you keep going.
You know what?
I'm actually bored of your voice. Your voice is so irritating. It's going through my head.
So I think you're just jealous of me. You know what?
And all you think about is spending money.
I actually have to laugh about you.
Gina, don't worry, I laugh at you every day. After I get over your face and I see you in the morning.
You're just a cheap little tart, washed up tart. Absolute.
Have you looked at yourself, darling? Have you seen the clothes you wear? You wear fucking nothing in the day.
Neither do you.
Maybe you should put a few clothes on you every once in a while.
And you stitch in all your little padding and everything in all of your bras. You're just a little home-wrecking whore, and I don't like
Gina.
you.
Oh, that
You're
hurts.
one of those girls.
Keep going.
You're one of those girls.
Keep going.
One thing I do not like is I do not like seeing two people argue on television. It really... I really don't enjoy watching that.
That entertaining. Kate, why all the chaos?
Well, there's no leadership in there. It's just every person for themselves. No one's taking responsibility. And we basically got two females behaving at their absolute worst. No one was going to win in that. I think the thing that was going on there is that I think Hazel had almost purposefully decided... Well, I'll have to ask you. But I think you said it earlier. A little bit, she decided, I'm just going to go for it and wind Gina up. And I think...
With good reason.
You see, like, there's enjoyment to this. And Gina enjoys that as well. So... you know, there's a little bit of a kind of girl-on-girl kind of thing there going on. And I do mean that. I do mean that.
I know we slept together, like, you know,
Okay.
side by side.
Did the argument
Just
reveal
saying.
more about the others that were in the room watching it?
Of course, what did anyone do? Nothing. But let's think why they didn't do anything. People that were in the room. I don't know where Sam was. He seems to be missing all the
Where were the
time.
twins? If ever there was a time to say, lower your voice, strengthen your argument,
they were
that was
loving it.
No, but listen, why would they do something? They're up for nomination. Everyone wants to sit back and save themselves. This is a house about being for yourself. So let those two argue, because this is going to make Hazel's situation worse and their situation better. So they were thinking tactically.
Oh, lying law.
I think so.
Well,
very much that way.
Still to come on the show, you get your say in the phone room, and fingers crossed she doesn't do any more animal noises. Embarrassing last week. Awful.
A smorgasbord of two animals together. I will...
Smorgasbord of two animals together?
Yeah, like it. But first,
Dr.
I need a little light relief.
I can help. Oh.
Look, we have been digging around the diary room looking for the most salacious and groundbreaking TV fix we could get our grubby little mitts on, and we found it. Feast your eyes on this,
That was our
you
voice,
dirty
sorry.
son.
Do you have a clock in the house? Gina, Big Brother can confirm that it is not 1 o'clock. It's not even midnight.
OMG.
When was the last time you went to bed before midnight?
Like, even on the outside world, I don't go to bed before midnight. Like, no way.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know, Big Brother. That's the thing. I don't know. Like,
why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? Could use outstanding in his field.
Bless you, Dexter.
Sorry. Thanks.
Oh my god. That's like capital boring. Like in capitals, like literally. Like, that's not cool, okay? That's not cool. Who goes to bed before 12? Oh, my mum's friends, yeah, but like, not us. Like, oh my gosh.
oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
My dad said to me that whenever I get like stressed or anything there in Europe, then I ought to try Tai Chi. I said to him, what good eating raw fish gonna do?
Like, he just needs to just forget about it, like, and think about the real issues that go on in the world and realise that this is the most patheticest, I don't even know whether that's a word, but thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Jack, Joe.
Big brother, big brother. Big brother.
Your perfect evening on the outside world. How does it end?
4 words, rush home for Poirot. Now on a serious note, it's Midsummer. Oh, John Nettles, you do it every time you work it out.
Oh, Barnaby.
Oh, DCI Barnaby. Oh, you send shivers down my spine as I'm eating my cream tea.
Kind of, I don't know if I half do stuff. Like, I don't know if I've been a bit, maybe.
OMG, right?
OMG, indeed, Gina.
I love that. Love it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doorbell repairman.
If there's nothing else, Your Majesty, the diary room door is now open.
Oh my god, you called her Your Majesty. Love it, thank you.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Psych, where it's a bit like school in here tonight. We've got the fit Irish exchange student, we've got the two geeky science types, and we've got the naughty little schoolboy who can't stop touching himself.
Well, we've blasted through the series like a bull... in a china shop. So with the final in sight, who's shaping up to be champion material? Kate, anyone standing out for you?
OK, Dexter.
Why?
Because he went in there as this person, superficial, all over the place, giving it all this big, I'm this, I'm that and the other, all his dating stuff. It's all a load of nonsense. He has been up every week and he's survived. He has really started to come through strong. The way he took on Callum and saw straight through that was amazing and took great courage. He has dealt with everything, and Dexter has gone from being a boy who doesn't know anything to becoming a real decent guy.
He's good. I like Dexter. He ain't going to win, though. He ain't going to win, because every time
they're all winners.
They're all winners. Every time that it's eviction night, he gets booed a lot. And I think he's just too left of centre to
They
win.
boo everyone, though, don't they?
They do boo everyone.
They don't boo the twins.
They do boo the twins.
They don't boo the twins as much.
They do boo the twins.
No, they don't. They don't.
Not yet. Everyone gets booed. Listen, Dr. Funky, on paper, did any of this year's housemates, you know, fit into the classic Big Brother winner mould, if ever there was one?
Well, apart from Hazel, no, on a serious note, sorry, not that you could have won, but on a serious note, remember last year when I predicted in week 1 that Luke A would win, and he won? You wouldn't remember because you weren't presenters then, but anyway...
Oh, no, she didn't!
She liked it, she ride it, she enjoyed it.
Sorry, but I think that Sam kind of fitted the mould, kind of, you know, quiet, mixing in with the housemates. But I think the viewers this time, they don't want people sitting on the fence. They want true characters.
Well, who's going to win then?
I don't know. Possibly Dexter.
Right.
Or if Sam comes out with what he did this week, he could take it.
Hazel, well, let's ask Hazel. Do you think that Sam, the most boring housemate this year, could win, or somebody else?
Sam is very reserved and quiet. He's funny in his own way and in his own little character, but I don't think that quiet is going to win it this year because, as we can clearly see, they've kept kind of louder, bigger characters maybe towards the end. Everybody knows how fond of the twins I am. I do love them to bits and pieces. I do think that, I know you don't agree, but I think they're funny and adorable and lovely. I think there's no badness in them. I think they're just young guys and they want to be loved for who they are, and I think they're really, really cool. Yeah, I do, and I'd love to see them even just get to the final because I think they deserve it.
Well, they might. They just might. Now, throughout Big Brother history, there's been classic moments where a housemate has been elevated to champion material. Think Craig taking on Nasty Nick, or even our very own Rylan standing up to Spidey. Remember that? Oh, magical. But have any of this year's batch had their own winning moments? Well, let's take a look at the evidence. At the end of the day.
They've been voting to keep you in. Go down there. Go down there. We'll be revealed soon.
She really is evil inside. There's no way I'd ever cross that boundary as a girl code. It's just something you just don't do.
In there, I felt like I was sitting there and I was being spoken to like kids.
really?
So the door, that's why I looked away. This is what's burning up inside me. I'm not holding it in.
You know I would hurt
What?
them.
No.
You know I would hurt them.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes,
No,
you would.
no.
And don't play as if it's a joke, because it wasn't.
I'm not blunt enough. I'm cowardly. I don't always have the balls to say it to your face, OK? I get nervous. I don't like the idea of people not liking me. I hate the thought of being talked about. That is the way I am.
They do.
Wow. Winning moments then, winning moments. Dr. Funky, do you think anyone can just have one moment to make them a champ?
Well, I think this time Big Brother's serious. It's really difficult. I mean, I know a lot of people might not agree, but what Charlie did this week for me was a lot. Remember, the whole house were against her. She had to stand up on her, because she doesn't stand up. She didn't have any backbone for anything. But this was the first time that she stood up to everyone in the house, and I think she succeeded. But in a sense of who should win based on the journey, Might have to agree with you, Kate, even though I don't want to agree with you, but I would say Dexter.
Oh, Dexter.
Dexter could
Who do you want to win?
I actually want Sam to win. I actually want Sam to win.
He's going on a journey
I've got to be
himself.
partial.
Everyone's going on a journey.
Kate, we spoke about Sam earlier on. He's a potential winner, I think. Can standing back and doing nothing be enough to win?
I hope not, because I do hope not, because at the end of the day, it's a reality TV show, an entertainment that we put on. We want somebody who's really going to deliver, and that means being courageous. And if to be courageous, you've got to really let go. You've got to step out of your comfort zone. You've got to take risks. And that's what all winners do, be they sporting heroes and winners, or winners in business, or winners in an entertainment career. You must go for it.
We've had dull winners before. Yeah. Cameron, remember him?
Look, if we get a dull winner, we get a dull winner. But I mean, I don't want a dull winner.
My winners, Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Sam's in a house. He's got a hearing impediment. He's surviving in that house. I mean, look, no one's looking at that.
He's doing really well. He is.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Dr. Funky, Gina has long been a favourite with the viewers. Could recent events have affected her chances?
I think it will alter the public's view, but do you know what? Gina can pull a few tricks out of her bag and win the public back. If she can win the public back from the time of what she did to Sally, which I thought was quite worse than what happened to her, then she could do it again. But I think she needs to be really careful, because some of the things she said yesterday were quite untasteful.
Well, she's not got long. She's only got 9 days.
What can happen in a day?
Hazel, you said that some last night that some people were tactically cozying up to Gina to she appear popular. Who are you talking about? Give us names.
Do you know what? It's not even a names thing. I think it was a generalisation of everybody in the house. It was collectively. I think once we had that task where everybody was lined up from 1 to 9, and people went, as they do, because it is a game, and they kind of went, not so popular, beeline. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people that previously didn't like her.
You and Gina had, though, Sophie was sat next to her, smirking.
Yeah.
At you?
Yeah. I'm not so sure if people like Gina as much as they may say they do.
Okay.
Because I think Gina has been tipped as hot favourite within the house, and everybody believes it. And I think everybody may be sheeping a little bit toward her direction when going back a couple of weeks ago, nobody wanted anything to do with her. You
That's
know?
interesting. Wow, such excellent chat. And finally, I've just got to squeeze one more in. Kate, do you think people are staying in it to, you know, play the game or to win now?
I think they all went in it to win. Win, 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 that's the thing. And I think it's where they've decided if they can or they can't. And I think on that note, Gina's idea of when she was placed #1 and that she thinks she won it already, and it's gone to her head, and she's just blowing it completely.
Oh, no.
She's blowing it this week.
No, she might be blowing it. Well, that was such excellent chat.
It was excellent
I
chat,
mean, you really do deserve a massive reward and a little tiny pat on the back.
We pay them money and give them sweets.
And that is reward enough. That is reward enough. You're right there, Ian. And whilst we are talking about journeys, Dexter has been talking about the changes he's been going through. Take a look at this.
It does take a process like this to realise how much of a prick you were. Seriously. You look back. I look back now and
you realise a lot.
Yeah, I look back now and I think, fucking hell, I was 100% processed bellend. You know what I mean? I was just like, what? What was I doing with my life?
Processed.
Yeah. What was I thinking? Like literally a 22-carat knobhead. I thought I was amazing.
How you've changed.
I think it takes 16 people that you've just lived with to tell you you're an arsehole to realise you're an arsehole. You know what I mean? It's just like... God.
Squat it out, that's right. That is really how you will lift those buttocks. And maybe that 22-carat knobhead, did he really call himself that? Yes, he did. Maybe Dexter will like your peachy little bum. We're in the phone room, everyone. We're in the phone room. Hit me, are you ready?
I'm tempted to hit you after that. Who have we got on line 1? Yeah. What's your natter?
Natter! Getting into
Tracy from Menstry.
Hello.
Hiya, Tracy. Are you all right?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic.
Good, good.
Come on, talk to me about tonight's events.
Well, I mean, my personal thoughts on it all is I just feel Gina was very, very nasty to Hazel this week, especially this week. I felt really sad for Hazel the other night when Gina was talking in the bedroom and she was lying next to her in the bed. I could have cried, but I just thought it was awful. I really did.
So much.
Yeah.
You're getting really, seriously, emotionally involved with Big Brother. I like it. Were you always a fan of Hazel?
Yes, I have. I mean, she's a beautiful, strong, charismatic young lady. You know, I just think she's got so much going for her. I think she's done really well in the house and she's kept her head up high because she's strong
She
enough.
has been... Well, listen, we've got to move on to... We're squeezing more voices, Tracy. Thank you very much. She has been very good. But Hazel has been a little bit naughty as well. Listen, I don't want to paint this. I don't want to paint a saint's image of her. Who's on line 2?
We've got Simon from West London.
Hey, Simon, West London.
Hello there.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Hello there. He sounds like a gentleman. Are you, Simon?
Can I just talk about Hazel?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's Big Brother. Let's talk about it.
I think that there can be over-analysis as to why Hazel was evicted. Since the Daily saga, she's had to endure negative chanting from the crowd. But overall, she's a beautiful woman. She's got a feisty personality. And she's entertaining, which is important.
She is entertaining.
Not more entertaining than you, though, right now. I think you must be our most intelligent viewer.
I know who this is.
Amazing. Do you?
I know who this is. I won't say. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can I just say what damaged her irreparably was her petulant, you could say selfish...
Please do, darling.
It's just her petulance, her selfishness during this week's task. She couldn't get her own way. She was obviously under pressure, and she reacted, I thought, in a very childish manner.
I think because she was getting picked on, I thought, a little bit with the stinging on those beautifully formed buttocks.
But everyone was getting stung.
But everyone was getting. But it was aimed at her. It was aimed at her, and I think that she was well within her rights to try and sneak that thing off, drop the C-bomb, and react as she did. I would have reacted the same way, to be honest.
No, I think...
And you are a model image for society.
Me lose my temper? What? Never. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Simon.
How funny he phoned in. Isn't that funny?
Do you know him?
I know who he is.
Well, who is it?
I'm not saying. I'm going to respect his anonymity.
OK, then.
Who's next?
We've got Adrian from Taunton.
Adrian, hiya.
Hello there. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. How do you do?
Well, I'm very well, thank you. I just want to say, first of all, a big up to the whole team that's involved in this year's Big Brother. It has been fantastic.
Thank you.
It's these three. It's these three. These are the... This is
Dream team. Thank you.
And that's everyone involved, including the people that called me up today to say, would I like to be on the show? So I think it's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
It's fake TV.
Hazel,
fake. What? What's your question?
Hazel, I think, did absolutely brilliantly yesterday. I've had my doubts about Hazel as the show's progressed, but I think everyone's playing a game in there. That's what everyone's got to remember. They're all playing their own different game, and no one knows how this game is run. You know, and you have to be in the house to actually learn how the game is progressing, and no one knows what's around the corner, and that was demonstrated this week. No, totally.
So wise. Is this the first time we've ever got
decent callers?
3 sane people?
I like it. I ride it. I enjoy it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow. Wow. Coming up, more Psych-based chat and exclusives than you can shake a stick at.
Please don't go anywhere. It'll make me cry.
I will. See you in a bit. Shut the piano.
Yeah, keep going, because you're, like, really affecting me. Ooh, AJ told me shut up. Ooh, I'm so affected.
Oh,
ooh.
you're a dirty little skank, and I don't want anything to do with you.
You're just showing off because your mate Funky's here. So when you button it, he'll dig up your bumhole.
Well, do you know what? I'm absolutely sick of seeing your ugly face every single day. Yeah.
Silly little bitches. Here's an exclusive.
Gina, you know if you win, are you going to go to the rap party? You have to go to the rap party.
Oh, God. Who am I going to talk to? Only you. Wait, just you... Oh, yeah, Dan. But then that hobbit will be following him around like a fucking wasp. If it's like loads and loads of like production team and everyone, like I'll stay for a little bit longer because I want to chat to them. But I'd rather chat to them than the rest of the other housemates. I've already lived with them. I don't need to see them ever again.
So, as we've just seen, after 8 weeks together, unusually for Big Brother, no particular groups have formed this year. Interesting. More than ever, we've seen alliances made and broken at the drop of a hat. Here's the proof.
I hated you. Was it your idea to sweep up leaves?
I was just getting you back to the...
Are you serious? It was your idea.
Who do you dislike within the house? Hazel.
You're a dirty ass skank, and I want nothing to do with you.
Gina,
so shush.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway,
I have to wake up every day and look at your ugly fucking face.
QRXY. I've forgotten after that.
You don't know your fucking alphabet.
My first nomination is going to be Sophie.
I don't understand what your problem is with me, Sam.
I don't
really
have a problem
don't.
with
You have got a problem with me, Sam. I have got no problem with you.
Charlie?
Probably not how Daddy felt, but a little bit like...
Charlie, I give up on you. Do you know that? You need to think before you speak.
Dr. Funky, what is going on?
I think really what we're seeing is that there are no friendships in the house. And when you hear them saying, it's my best friend, I remember you saying to Charlie, we're going to live together, but I don't think you're going to live together now. So it's just like showing that the friendships are not real and genuine, but the friendships are there just to get through. Remember, this is the first time that Big Brother have done secrets and lies from the beginning to now. So they can't trust anyone. So all they know is they can trust themselves, and that's what we're seeing.
Well, that's interesting. Kate, do you agree? Why are the housemates so scared to form a group?
I think Big Brother's Secret and Lies have definitely messed it all up. But also, they're all wanting to survive, and they can't risk forming friendships because of trust. There's a lot of trust issues, a lack of trust in there. And they're also very egotistical. So they've all been sat thinking, you can see, like, I'm going to go on Big Brother, and then I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to be famous, and then I'm going to get invited to that, and then I'm going to marry them. And you can see they've all just sat there in this kind of crazy thing. It's like, you know, a lot of young people do now. They think, oh, and then that's going to happen, and then I'll be a millionaire and I'll live in a mansion. You know, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. We're all skinned.
They're deluded. They're deluded. They're deluded.
Hazel, would you agree that Secrets and Lies has kind of stopped friendships and groups forming this year?
I think so, because you know what? It first started off with Michael being an actor, which threw every one of us, and next it was you're an actor and you're an actor and you're a mole and you're this and you're that, and then there were friendships and they were broken up, and there's conspiracy theories like left, right and centre. You can't go a day without there being a new conspiracy theory, and I think, yeah, it has, because now we're looking at the safe house going, there's people in here, and there's definitely... I heard someone laughing outside. I know there's someone definitely in there. They're doing essential bedroom maintenance, and, you know, it's just crazy. When you're in there and you're listening to it all the time, everything becomes a suspicion. Everything. So everybody's going a bit loop-to-loop in there. And that is what it is. You can't concentrate.
Yes, you said it. And it has been very explosive, particularly in the last couple of nights. Dr. Funky had, you know, parental authority figures such as Jackie and Dan still been in the house. Would we have seen more harmony, maybe?
I think we would, because I think we've started to see the fragmentation since Dan left the house. And, you know, Dan was the father figure, Jackie was the... So both parental figures have left the house. And I remember I was asked, well, who will take up the parental role? And no one could take up the parental role. So they're all acting like kids in the playground, and they're just being let loose to do what they like. And that's why we're seeing fragmented relationships, really.
Well, Kate, you know, surely this has been entertaining.
It's been absolutely fantastic. I honestly have to say, I think it's been the most entertaining and thrilling Big Brother ever.
Yes.
Thrilling?
Really thrilling.
Can we get that with a quote on the DVD, please?
No, I really do. And it's just made it extremely entertaining, because there's been so much that's unexpected. Yes. So even the housemates, well, all of them, they know the format of Big Brother. They know, they've watched, you win by doing that, and you do that, and you do that. And there's like tick boxes as you go along. But the Secrets and Lies in Big Brother this year has just made it that they cannot relax, because everything comes unexpected. Just as they think they've got it sussed, whoops, it does it again. And it's brilliant for us to watch.
Dr. Funky, with this such strong characters this year, does it feel closer to the Series 1 when Big Brother was the social experiment?
the most intelligent thing you've ever said, Ian. Yes.
Oh!
I would definitely... I'm getting him back. I'm getting him back.
I can assure you, it was not written on this card and highlighted in green. No.
Just getting you back. No, I totally agree, Ian, because, you know, where Big Brother, I think, kind of lost its way a bit was that it was trying to do something that wasn't psychology, and now it's gone back to pure social psychology, which is why...
Where is psychology? Dressing a bunch of numpties up as bees and making them bottle honey. Where's the psychology in there? No disrespect.
There's a lot of psychology, how people react to a situation that's presented to
And
them.
to orders as well.
There's a very famous experiment where they had people and they put them in the role of prison officers and prisoners and abuse of power. And so they put Gina in that role of being in charge with Charlie as the sidekick, pressing the button, and they went for abuse of power.
That's crazy.
Is that enough psychology for you?
Don't you know nothing?
Yeah, this is a psych show. Yeah? There's the psychology.
You got me. You got me. Hazel, having lived it, did you get the sense that this was kind of more of a social experiment concept? There was psychology involved, as these two women have just said?
Yeah, no, I definitely do agree with that. I think that, I mean, you know, we're all going around wondering what the hell is going on all the time. I mean, it definitely was psychological. There was much more intelligent, logical people in there, I think, as a whole. Everybody had something to say. You know, I was expecting to go in and be met by kind of a bunch of outlandish kind of attention-seeking, OK, bar one person. But the rest were quite normal, balanced-ish people.
Well, who are you going to be staying in touch with? Tell me, Hazel.
Definitely Dan the man. Dan the man. He did not deserve to go so soon. Dan was super, and he ran the household, and everybody loved him, and I think Dan should have gone all the way.
And what about the twins? They were welling up for you last night?
They were. The twinnies, I love the twins. I think they are just the cutest little brothers that I've never had.
But you just won't be hanging out.
No, I will. I'll definitely keep in touch with them because they're little sweethearts. They are, you know.
Anytime you need brothers, they're the boys.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. I am completely spent after that debate. It was really riveting stuff.
It was.
Still to come, this one will be in the caravans, and I'll be sharing all the news from today.
Don't go anywhere. Didn't realise I could speak.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Psych. Psychology fact number 2,397, right? People typically look for things that confirm their existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts what they already think. This is known as expectation confirmation. Yeah, you're welcome. Here's today's news. Every day's a school day. At 11:11 this morning, Big Brother was grilling Dexter on his hopes for a future with Charlie.
I never thought that I'd find someone like Charlie in this process. So, you know, it's had so many sort of positives that hopefully will outweigh the negatives. So yeah, no, we definitely are sort of kindred spirits. It's been hard because of the whole triangle thing. Oh God, just the thought of that word sends shivers down my curved spine. But yes, you know, I really, really, really care for the girl, but I can't. You know, it's if it's one-sided, it's one-sided, and you know, it's like anything. You know, it'll always be the one that got away, but she'll always have a place in my heart, definitely.
Oh, gosh, but, you know, hey, don't give up on that dream, Dexter. You know, this could be another beautiful fairy tale romance like Ashley and Lucas. Eh? Happy ever after. At 1:12 this afternoon, as part of today's task, Big Brother legend Marcus Bentley was dictating the action in the house.
All the housemates decide to have a food fight in the kitchen.
Oh shit. What?
No, food fight.
Oh, yeah. No.
You just hit me with an F.
One sec, I'm bleeding.
Hang on, Jen. Hang on.
hit my head.
Oh, you fucking joking me?
1:19 p.m. Gina tells the housemaid she wants to clear up the mess all by herself. And then she gets on with it.
Are you for real?
Oh, we all have a sit down then, shall we?
Marcus Bentley.
Looks like Gina won't be talking to Marcus Bentley at the rep party either. And finally, at 1:39 this afternoon, Jack was looking for love.
Whenever I get a boyfriend there, I know in my mind sort of what I want. I want someone a little bit older, like not literally like my age or 2 years older, nothing older than that, sort of maybe 3. Someone who's funny. Someone who's smaller than me, like skinnier than me. But I don't want a camp person. I don't want camp or effeminate. I don't find that attractive at all. Right, Sam.
What do you want?
Sam.
Where is it?
Sam.
Where is it?
There. Move out my way, Sam. Oh my God, this
It's gone away.
This garden's freaking me out now because of the amount of wasps. Fancy shoving honey all over the floor in the middle of summer. Who does that? Who puts maple syrup on the floor and expects wasps not to come? Absurd.
Who does that? We do. Jack, if you're looking for a boyfriend, I can set you up. Seriously, I know loads of people, right? So, you want a man who is a few years older than you. Rylan is a few years older than you, yeah? You want a man who's skinnier than you. Rylan's skinny, yeah? And you want a man who isn't camp. Oh, no. Actually, I can't think of anyone. That's your news, folks. But what is going on in the house? I hear you all cry. Ian, tell me what's happening.
I'm free.
Eh?
I'm free for the fella if he wants a date. I'll give it a go. Never say never.
Could you try it? Never say never.
Never say never. You never know. I might like it.
I like
Now,
you open-minded.
Look at the state. This is the bedroom. Look at the state of the bedroom. The housemates have been let out for the day, as they often are. And
like animals.
Like animals. Look how filthy the floor is. It's disgusting.
Oh.
The state of the bed over there. Lots has been happening today. They've been entertained earlier on. They've got all the big guns coming in.
Really?
Levi Roots, the reggae sauce man. He did a barbecue for them. Come on, big brother, you can afford better than that. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, but still, it's just Levi Roots. Charlie and Dexter.
Did he actually do it? Wait a minute, rewind, Ian.
Did a barbecue
Did he
for them.
actually do a barbecue?
You did a barbecue and sang that song about reggae sauce.
What else?
Charlie and Dexter have... Well, this is weird. Charlie and Dexter have kissed, and Charlie has said that she's actually got feelings for Dexter.
Shut up.
No, this is true.
Up.
The twins have not spoken to each other all day.
Why?
And Gina has confessed to one of the housemates that she doesn't actually have any money, that she lives in a council estate, and the whole thing about having a load of cash. I'm making all this up. I'm literally making it up.
I know you are.
What do you want me to tell you? I can't see them. I don't know where they've gone. The room is dirty. I mean, what? I'm doing my best here, for God's sakes,
Looking
AJ.
at straws, I know.
I'm trying to make gold out of shit. Can I go in? Shall I go in?
Go in.
Can I go in?
No.
There's a man here.
There's
a man here who is
Thank you, Ian.
going, no.
Oh, get away. Thank
See you
you.
in a bit.
Wow. What a guy. What a guy. Hi, Louisa.
Hiya.
Hit me. Film me with digital. We've got no time, so hurry up.
Oh, we've got a brand new big makeover with Callum on the website at the moment.
Oh, gosh, I hope you get rid of that whoopee nipple piercing.
We might have done. That's at channel5.com/BB makeover.
I'll tune in.
He does some speed dating as well.
Excellent.
And we've got live streaming from midnight till 2 tonight.
Well, do not miss it. Thanks, Louisa. All good things must come to an end, and so does this. Massive thanks to all of my guests tonight. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 12:30 in the afternoon for Ryland's Supersized Celebrity Sunday with special guests Titch and Joe McElderry. Why does it take a minute to say hello and forever to say goodbye? I don't know. Good night. See ya.